All right, it is Sunday, February 16th at about 9:30 p.m. Today I watched two movies. I watched Red Dawn and I watched Joe Dirt. Red Dawn, so I had to watch that for class. I've of course seen it before because I am a red-blooded American. Well, last night it was like 1 a.m. I was like, I need something to go to sleep to. I'll put on Red Dawn because I need to watch this anyway. If I fall asleep, I can rewind and rewatch the whatever I missed. Kind of a weird choice in retrospect to watch a war movie for bed, and because I didn't end up falling asleep, obviously, when there's like, gunshots and stuff going on. I mean, sometimes I can go to sleep to that, but Red Dawn is too good of a movie. I couldn't fall asleep to Red Dawn. That's one of like the only movies that makes me like cry every time I watch it. Not even not even gonna pretend here that I don't. Okay, it's such a good movie. So sad too. It's basically about these kids in the 80s. Their town gets taken over by the like Cubans and Nicaraguans and Russians during the Cold War. Like the communists invade America and they take over, and these kids like manage to escape up in the mountains. They have some guns and stuff that they get on the way, um, and they have to survive by basically like hunting for food, and then like they start planning squad attacks to take out like parts of the communist defenses, or I guess offenses and stuff, and just cause as much trouble as possible and steal supplies from them. But it's really sad. I mean, you're just watching these like 10 kids who basically had their whole lives ruined by war, and now they get stuck in this predicament, and they're fighting and all of this, and I don't know. There's something really sad about like the brotherhood of that, but also like the sacrifices these people make just because they believe in their home so much. And the ending is just incredibly tragic. It's one of my favorite like patriotic movies. It does really make you feel proud to be American, which I think is a good thing. Um, no, I just love that movie. I love the drama of it, and you know, there's very few movies that make me like sad like that. And I'm not sure what it is. I'd have to like really analyze the film deeply to kind of understand, but I really do. I think it's just the sense of people trying to make it through, and fighting, and I don't know. But it's also just a good movie, like entertainment wise. It's not like overly dramatic. There's still like gunshots and explosions and stuff for you to like latch onto, so you're not bored. Last time I watched it was like two Fourth of Julys ago, because this last time I watched the remake, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Do not watch the Chris Hemsworth Red Dawn. That movie is straight doo doo. That movie is so bad. But yeah, anyway, at like 3 a.m. when the movie ended, I was like crying softly to myself in bed. And then I went to sleep. Um, so I guess it did help in that sense. When I got up today at like noon, I, did some stuff. Anyway, ended up having to do some like orthographic projections for one of my classes. And while I was doing that, because it's a lot of just like math and drawing straight lines, and I had already planned everything out, I just need to like draw it. While I was doing that, the word of God came down to me and said, "Hey Jacob, you should watch Joe Dirt." And I was like, "That's a good idea." So I put on Joe Dirt while I did that, and then I just finished Joe Dirt. Um, that's also a great movie. I mean, it's not like great, as in it's a cinematic masterpiece recognized by critics, but I like it. It's basically the white trash version of Forrest Gump. Joe Dirty's this dude with a mullet. Nobody likes him. He's dirty, smelly. He's an idiot, but not like a Forrest Gump idiot. He's kind of like an abrasive idiot. He's looking for his parents who left him at the Grand Canyon when he was 8 years old. I don't know. That's also a great movie. It's funny, but it's not too over the top. I mean, there's some over the top bits in it, obviously, but I don't know. It's David Spade's best movie, if you were to ask me. But I like that movie. That's a great movie. I think you should watch it. I don't know how much I want to talk about it, though, just because, I mean, it is just like a goofy 2000s comedy. Um, but it's better made than some of the other ones I've watched. I think the comedies, especially from the early 2000s, get a bad rep because a lot of them are like dumb and just poop jokes and stuff. And Joe Dirt has some, but Joe Dirt also like somebody had an idea when they made it. So yeah, I rewatched those two movies. Red Dawn, which is a masterpiece. Everyone should go watch the 1980s Red Dawn. I recommend it to everyone, unless you're like European, in which case you're not gonna get it. Well, you might get it, but you're not gonna feel it unless you really love America for some reason. If you're one of those weird Europeans, yeah, I don't know. Where am I going with this? I just kind of go off on tangents when I make these. So yeah, that was my thoughts on those two movies. Red Dawn, a masterpiece. Everyone should watch it. I honestly, problem with this format is I feel like I should say more about Red Dawn, but I'm like just talking off the dome. Maybe I should plan these better. I'm not sure. Because I am just like holding my phone too. Maybe I should get a tripod. Anyway, that's two movies down. I only got like 18 more to catch back up. So I also got to do like a crap load of Italian homework. So I should probably get off this thing and go do that. So peace.